This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon legal fraternity to create global legal framework to tackle cyber terrorism and money laundering, says government is making sincere attempts to draft laws in a simple manner and in Indian languages. Prime Minister to lay foundation stone of International Cricket Stadium in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. One Nation, One Election Committee headed by former President Ramnath Kovind meets in New Delhi. 19th Asian Games to begin at Hangzhou in China this evening. And in cricket, India become number one ranked team in all three formats, Tests, ODIs and T20Is. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called upon the legal fraternity to create a global legal framework to tackle the misuse of cyber terrorism and money laundering. Inaugurating a two-day international lawyers conference in New Delhi this morning, the Prime Minister said whether it is cyber terrorism, money laundering, artificial intelligence or its misuse, the world needs a global framework to tackle these issues. He added that it is not one government that can do this, but the legal frameworks of different countries that need to join together.
हर लीगल माइंड या इंस्टीट्यूशन अपने जुरिडिक्शन को लेकर बहुत सचेत है, लेकिन ऐसी कई ताकतें हैं जिनके खिलाफ हम लड़ रहे हैं और जब खतरे ग्लोबल है तो उनसे निपटने का तरीका भी ग्लोबल होना चाहिए। साइबर टेररिज्म हो, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग हो और इसके दुरुपयोग की भरपूर संभावनाएं हो, ऐसे अनेक मुद्दों पर सहयोग के लिए ग्लोबल फ्रेमवर्क तैयार करना, इसके लिए अलग अलग देशों के लीगल फ्रेमवर्क को भी एक दूसरे से जुड़ना होगा.
The Prime Minister mentioned the simplicity of language and law. He informed about the ongoing discussion regarding presenting any law in two languages, one to which the legal system is accustomed and another for common citizens. Citizens should feel that the law belongs to them, he emphasized, as he underlined that the government is making an effort to draft new laws in a simple language and gave the example of the data protection law. The Prime Minister congratulated the Supreme Court of India for making arrangements to get its judgments translated into four local languages, Hindi, Tamil, Gujarati and Oriya, and hailed the monumental change in the judicial system of India. He added that Lok Adalats are also playing a big role and they have solved about 7 lakh cases in the last 6 years. Talking about the Women Reservation Bill 2023, which was passed in Parliament recently, Prime Minister Modi said that this conference is taking place during that period when India is taking several historic steps.
भारत के प्रति विश्व का जो भरोसा बढ़ रहा है, उसमें भी भारत की निष्पक्ष स्वतंत्र न्याय व्यवस्था की बड़ी भूमिका है. आज ये कॉन्फ्रेंस एक ऐसे समय हो रही है जब भारत कई ऐतिहासिक निर्णयों का साक्षी बना है. भारत की संसद ने लोकसभा और विधानसभाओं में महिलाओं को 33% आरक्षण देने का कानून पास किया.
Highlighting the Chandrayaan Mission 3, the Prime Minister said that Bharat became the first nation to reach the south pole of the moon and is working towards becoming a developed nation by 2047.
भारत चंद्रमा के साउथ पोल के समीप पहुंचने वाला दुनिया का पहला देश बन गया था. ऐसी अनेक उपलब्धियों के आत्मविश्वास से भरा भारत आज 2047 तक विकसित होने के लक्ष्य के लिए मेहनत कर रहा है. इस लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति के लिए भारत को एक मजबूत, निष्पक्ष, स्वतंत्र न्यायिक व्यवस्था का आधार चाहिए.
Speaking at the event, Union Minister Arjun Meghwal today said under the Prime Minister's leadership and guidance, the government has made efforts to strengthen contract enforcement and commercial dispute resolution for ease of doing business. Addressing the gathering, Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud called for collaboration of the world's legal fraternity to find innovative solutions to challenges to justice delivery. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting his parliamentary constituency Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh today. Mr. Modi will launch development projects worth over 1500 crore rupees from Varanasi. Prime Minister Modi will lay the foundation stone of the International Cricket Stadium at Ganjari in Raja Talab area of Varanasi. The modern International Cricket Stadium will be built in more than 30-acre area at a cost of about 450 crore rupees. Mr. Modi will then go to Sampurnanand Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya to take part in the interaction program with the women of Varanasi. The program, termed as Nari Shakti Bandhan Abhinandan Karyakram, is expected to witness gathering of around 5,000 women who will give a rousing welcome to the Prime Minister for bringing the Women Reservation Bill. Prime Minister will later reach Rudraksh International Cooperation and Convention Centre and will participate in the closing ceremony of the Kashi Sansad Sanskritik Mahotsav 2023. Mr. Modi will also inaugurate 16 Atal Avasya Vidyalaya built across Uttar Pradesh during the program. These Atal Avasya Vidyalaya built across 16 divisions of Uttar Pradesh at a cost of about 1,115 crore rupees. We have more from a correspondent.
16 Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya across Uttar Pradesh, built at a cost of about rupees 1115 crores, have been started exclusively for children of laborers, construction workers and orphans due to COVID-19 pandemic, with an aim to provide quality education and help in holistic development of the children. Each school is constructed in an area of 10 to 15 acres with classrooms, sports grounds, recreational areas, a mini auditorium, hostel complex, mess and residential flats for staff. These residential schools intend to eventually accommodate 1,000 students each. On the other hand, to strengthen the cultural vibrancy of Kashi led to the conceptualization of Kashi Sansad Sanskritik Mahotsav. The Mahotsav witnessed the participation of more than 37,000 persons across 17 disciplines who displayed their skills in singing, instrumental playing, nukkad natak and dancing. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Akashvani Samachar, Varanasi.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The first meeting of the One Nation, One Election Committee was held in New Delhi today. On the 2nd of September, the government notified the 8-member committee headed by former President Ramnath Kovind to examine the issue of simultaneous elections to Lok Sabha and state assemblies. The committee will make recommendations keeping in view the existing framework under the Constitution of India and other statutory provisions. It will also examine and recommend whether the amendments to the Constitution would require ratification by the states. The panel will also discuss how to go about holding consultations with stakeholders, research on the subject and preparation of working papers. The concept of One Nation, One Election in India aims to synchronize elections for Lok Sabha and all state assemblies. The idea is to hold these elections simultaneously, either on a single day or within a specific time frame. Union Electronics and IT Minister Ashwani Vaishnav has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has come up with the guarantee of providing a bright future to the youths of the country by making India a global semiconductor hub. Addressing the groundbreaking ceremony of Micron Technologies semiconductor testing and assembly plant at Sanand in Ahmedabad today, the minister said semiconductor is one of the largest foundation industries in the world. Considering the ever-expanding demand for semiconductor chips in India, the government is committed to achieving self-sufficiency in semiconductor chip making.
बहुत ही हर्ष की बात है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो स्वप्न है भारत को सेमीकंडक्टर का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनाना, उसमें आज ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण कदम है। हम सब जानते हैं कि सेमीकंडक्टर एक फाउंडेशनल मटेरियल है, एक रॉ मटेरियल है जो कि हर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में जाता है। हर एक चीज के अंदर सेमीकंडक्टर लगता है।
The minister also said that mobile phone manufacturing and exports are also increasing by leaps and bounds in the country. The minister congratulated the government of Gujarat for extending wide support for setting up this plant in a short span of 3 months. The minister also announced the stoppage of Jamnagar-Ahmedabad Vande Bharat Express at Sanand.
वंदे भारत ट्रेन जो जामनगर राजकोट होते हुए अहमदाबाद जाती है, कल उसका शुभारंभ करेंगे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। उसका साणंद में भी स्टॉपेज है, तो वो एक बहुत बड़ी फैसिलिटी रहेगी साणंद के लिए। और साथ ही साथ वंदे मेट्रो जो बहुत जल्दी आगामी 6 महीने के अंदर अंदर आने वाली है, वो वंदे मेट्रो भी यहाँ पे आरंभ करेंगे अहमदाबाद से साणंद के बीच।
Union Minister of State Rajiv Chandrasekhar and Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel were present on the occasion. The plant is expected to be operational by the end of 2024. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will flag off 9 Vande Bharat trains tomorrow via video conferencing. These new Vande Bharat trains are a step towards realizing the Prime Minister's vision of improving connectivity across the country and providing world-class facilities to rail passengers. These 9 trains will boost connectivity across 11 states. These are Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala, Odisha, Jharkhand and Gujarat. The new trains that will be flagged off include Udaipur-Jaipur Vande Bharat Express, Tirunelveli-Madurai Chennai Vande Bharat Express, Hyderabad-Bangalore Vande Bharat Express and Jamnagar-Ahmedabad Vande Bharat Express. The Bandh call given by farmers groups in Mandya and Maddur in Karnataka has received good response. The Bandh call was given to protest the release of Kaveri river water to Tamil Nadu by Karnataka. The Auto Rickshaw Drivers Association, private public transport agencies, student unions, pro-Kannada activists and community-based groups have extended their support to the Bandh today. The protests were held in Bangalore-Mysuru Expressway, impacting the vehicle movement. We have more from our correspondent.
Mandya Bandh call given by various organizations today has received good response. Pete Street, VV Road, TP Road, MC Road over a deserted look in Mandya today. Shops remained closed, petrol bunks, cinema halls, schools and colleges also remained closed. The protesters squatted on roads to register their protest against the release of Kaveri water. Only a few vehicles were seen plying on the road. BJP has extended support to the agitation. Their cadres held protests in Mysuru Bank Circle in Bengaluru and in Mandya and Madduru. The police force is deployed at the protest sites to prevent untoward incidents. They have provided security to the Tamil Nadu road line buses entering the state. Sudhindra, Akashvani News, Bengaluru.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 105th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani and Doordarshan, the Akashvani website and news on AIR mobile app. After the 5-wicket win over Australia in the first ODI last night in Mohali, India became the number 1 ranked team in all 3 formats, that is Tests, ODIs and T20Is. India displaced Pakistan from the top of the ODI rankings, while they lead England in the T20I rankings. In the longest format, they are in the first place, while Australia are right behind them. In a social media post, BCCI Secretary Jay Shah said, India has become numero uno in Test, ODI and T20I cricket, and heartiest congratulations to Team India for achieving this historic milestone. The rankings reflect the hard work put in by this team as they chase excellence on the field, and this is fantastic achievement just ahead of the World Cup, he added. The 19 Asian Games will kick off at Hangzhou in China this evening. The grand opening ceremony will take place at the Hangzhou Olympic Sports Center Stadium, also known as the Big Lotus. India's men's hockey team captain Harmanpreet Singh and ace boxer Lovelina Borgohain will lead the contingent and carry the Indian flag in the opening ceremony. At the Asian Games 2023, athletes from across 45 countries are set to take part in the marquee event that will have 40 sporting events across 61 disciplines. India has sent a 921-strong contingent, including 655 athletes and 260 coaches and support staff. Indian contingent is to compete in 40 disciplines. This is the country's biggest ever contingent at the Asiad. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon legal fraternity to create global legal framework to tackle cyber terrorism and money laundering, says government is making sincere attempts to draft laws in a simple manner and in Indian languages. Prime Minister lays foundation stone of International Cricket Stadium in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. One Nation, One Election Committee headed by former President Ramnath Kovind meets in New Delhi. 19th Asian Games to begin at Hangzhou in China this evening. And in cricket, India becomes number 1 ranked team in all 3 formats, Tests, ODIs and T20Is. And with that, we end the Midday News.